This is episode number 8 in my Ireland vlog series, and I just want to say that I really appreciate how long you've stuck with these videos, liking them, sharing them with friends, donating to CASA of Pinellas County, Florida in the fight against domestic violence, casapinellas.org/walkwithrick/ CASAPINELLAS.org/walkwithrick/. This video is going up on September the 19th, which means we have just a little more than a month left in this fundraiser. So I'm not going to continue to bother you about donating to CASA of Pinellas County after Halloween, October 31st. So if you could please donate right now, that would really mean the world to us. And like I said, I just want to say thank you for coming along on this journey. It does really mean a lot to me. I have been so overwhelmed with some of the podcasts who have interviewed me about this, some of the newspaper articles that have been written about this. It really does mean the world that we are able to not only raise money, but like I said, raise awareness in the fight against domestic violence. We're going to pick things up in this video outside of the town of Enfield, Ireland, and I'm going to have a tough time finding a place to stay for the night. So there's going to be a little bit of drama in this one. We'll pick it up from Ireland. So this is the point in most days where I definitely start to get nervous. I am approaching, and by approaching I mean I'm still probably 4 or 5 miles away from, maybe even more than that, the town of Enfield, and looking for B&Bs and hotels online. I wasn't able to find anything. So I'm a little nervous again. This seems to be my running dilemma, is that I get towards the end of the night or the end of a day hiking and I don't know where I'm going to stay. So I don't want to get in trouble for setting up the tent somewhere where I'm not supposed to set up the tent. And I don't particularly want to stay in the tent again because it really does a number on my back and of course on the knee that I injured, and even the knee that isn't injured but I've always had problems with it. So I'm hoping that I luck into another place to stay where I can sleep on a bed and sleep indoors. I don't know if I will get lucky like that. But I am just a little nervous about it. I'm really starting to feel like I'm in the stretch run of this thing. And I was hoping, getting closer and closer to the big city, there would be more and more accommodations. Now I don't know if there are more accommodations, but because we're getting close to the city, they're all taken. But it is possible that there's a B&B that just doesn't post on the internet, and I'll walk into town and I'll be able to grab it. But this would have been much different on the Ireland Way, because there would have been so many more places where you know you're allowed to camp. So one of the positives about this trail, especially after the injury, was that there was more civilization. But that also, I'm getting some sort of notification now. Now it stopped. Anyway, one of the positives is being by civilization in case anything goes wrong. Being this zoomed in is really making the camera shake. Let me pull it. Oh, and now my music is starting. Ay, ay, ay. I don't know what is going on here. So I'm going to pick up where I was. A whole bunch of stuff just started going off. I had alarms going off and music started playing, and it was a mess. But one of the advantages of this trail is that it's in civilization, but being in civilization, you don't want to get in trouble for setting up somewhere, and I would just feel much, much more comfortable with a place to stay. And listen, I had to pick this almost instantaneously. I had one other trail I was thinking about doing, but then when I saw this one, I basically had to make the decision right away, because I had to start booking train tickets and bus tickets and a hotel at the beginning of the trail. So I didn't have as much time to look into it, and that is definitely costing me here. But I'll let you know what happens here. Just came up on a little bar right next to the canal and thought I would stop. I got a Diet Coke, an orange juice, and a milk, and they sat me at a table for 3 because they thought that I was a party of 3, but I was just that thirsty. So I'm going to drink these really quickly, and then I'm going to get back on the trail and head towards Enfield, where I'm hopefully going to end the day and hopefully find a place where I can stay. So, cheers. Well, this is definitely not what I wanted tonight, but here we are. I went through the town of Enfield, a cool small town with some bars that do have accommodations, but there was no room at the inn for a weary peregrino. So this pilgrim is going to be camping out by the trail. I hope I don't get in trouble. I literally asked people all throughout the town, do you think if I camped
along the trail, anybody would get upset. They seem to think I would be okay. I'm a few miles outside of Enfield and about 11 miles, maybe less, from the next town. So it looks like what I'm going to do is try to get up super early before the morning runners and cyclers are coming past, get back on the trail, and hopefully check in as early as possible at a hotel in the next town, and then take advantage of that hotel all day. And then I'll have the last day, and I should still be doable for that last day. And I'll book my hotel for that night in Dublin as well. But I should have known that my biggest fear would come to fruition one more time, and that would be that I would just have no place to stay. Obviously, I understand the first world problems. I have a $200 tent, and this isn't the worst thing. My fear is just getting in trouble for it. And I don't do well with getting in trouble. As somebody who is walking for domestic violence survivors, obviously there are certain things that still trigger me. So hopefully I'm enough in the middle of nowhere that I will be fine. But it is really starting to get dark. I know you can't tell. It's almost 10:30. It gets dark really, really late here. So I'm going to talk to you in the morning. Let's hope that I make it the whole way through without anybody getting mad at me. So I know I've said this a few times already, but this really, really should be the last time I pack up the tent on this trip. It really, really better be the last time. We've already been looking for hotels in the next town here, and the day after that it is Dublin. I will be finished. So tomorrow should be the end of this, and yeah. But I would really like to be done with the tent for the rest of my time here.
No discretion.
Hey! Hey!
I named him correctly. His name is George. Curious George. Come on, you. Come on.
That's fine, George. Have a good day.
Take care, you too. Come on. Good boy.
That's the second time I've seen George this morning. The water purifier. One of the things that I didn't end up needing, but I've been carrying all this way and have been taking up spots in my pack. The day before I started the Ireland way, so back in Castletown Bear, I got some sunflower seeds and wasabi peanuts. I thought the wasabi peanuts would help me drink more water, but I didn't need any help drinking more water, so I haven't had any of the wasabi peanuts. I haven't really had any of the sunflower seeds. I had a few, but there are these things that I thought I would need, and I brought them. And the biggest thing would be the chair. I bought a chair to use. Now, I probably would have used it a lot if I had finished the Ireland Way instead of switching over to this trail, because it's hard for me to sit on the ground with my knees and some of my other, not ailments, but oh, it must have rained last night. So it probably would have been necessary at some points on the Ireland Way to just be able to sit on a chair outside of this, but I never opened it. Like I said, the water filtration system. I got 2 things of Aleve cream to, use on my knees and my ankles and my feet. And I'm still only on the first one, so I probably could have cut down on that. You just sort of find the things that you maybe didn't need to carry. And I don't feel stupid for it, because if I did need them, you get most of you get all your experience really by trying, so. Nope. That's it. I can't believe, I know that the camera's tilted, but it was a way to get the whole tent in the shot. I made an artistic decision. I hope it's not costing me viewers. Let's hope that's the last of it. Alright, so I'm just going to put these final things, get them organized, and then I'm going to get out on the road. Today, we don't have too many miles to go today, and then tomorrow we are going to finish up in Dublin. We're almost done with this. I'll talk to you in probably just as I get started walking. Alright, that's where we'll leave things off this week. We're going to pick it up again Monday, September 26th from the trail. Please donate to CASA of Pinellas County, Florida in the fight against domestic violence.
casapinellas.org/walkwithrick/ CASAPINELLAS.org/walkwithrick/ I'll talk to you next Monday from the trail.